You can't say that Dimitry Bivol is afraid of David Benavidez when Dimitry Bivol went out there and fought and beat one of the most devastating punchers of this generation in Beterbiev. You can't say that Dimitry Bivol is ducking David Benavidez. You can't say he's scared of him. You can't say he's ducking him. Where he ducking him? Quack, quack, mother effing quack. He's ducking him. And yes, I, Punch From Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine, could say it. You know why? What we all say about when we assessing skills and talent and special attributes and freak of nature within that particular fighter that is special. David Benavidez is one thing, he's an enigma. Beterbiev is dangerous, but he's not an enigma. Beterbiev doesn't throw the hundreds and bunches of punches like David Benavidez. Let me say it like this. It's easier to find a sparring partner that can mimic Beterbiev. But you can't find a sparring partner that is 6'3", tall, big, rehydrates too, that could throw punches like a damn super featherweight. They got power like a damn heavyweight. You can't find that. Got footwork, could sustain punches, got a chin. And then in the later rounds, he got punch resistance. The guy don't gas. Ladies and gentlemen, don't compare. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Beterbiev is dangerous in one thing. David Benavidez is dangerous in another thing. Let's not forget that Beterbiev, as much that he is great, he's been great, he's a pound-for-pound fighter. I'm not taking nothing away from Beterbiev, but Beterbiev is what? 38, 39 years old, heading to 40 years old. Now, of course, age is nothing but a number. We've seen Alexander Usyk at his age doing great things in the heavyweight division and stuff like that. A lot of people now are familiar with the science and understand their body more than the athletes before, right? David Benavidez is entering his prime, or right now in his prime. David Benavidez is young. David Benavidez is only going to get better. The Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, ese monstruo. Ese monstruo is a whole different type of danger. A whole different type of danger. All right? Than Beterbiev. You understand? It's different. That doesn't mean because you fought, you got the balls to fight Beterbiev that you got the balls to fight David Benavidez. See, the difference between Dimitry Bivol and let's say Beterbiev is that Dimitry Bivol is a smart fighter, and he understands that he's faster on his feet than Beterbiev. Dimitry Bivol also understands that he could throw better combination punches than Beterbiev. Now, Beterbiev, he has effective aggression, right? But David Benavidez has effective aggression, has more speed, has way more combination, has a better output. You cannot prepare for David Benavidez. And this is the reason why Dimitry Bivol and his representative will be like, you know what? We could go with Beterbiev again. Not because it's just the trilogy, and which is a good fight. The trilogy, of course, is one of the best fights in the sport of boxing. But we've seen that fight. And let's be real, as good as the competition is, with Dimitry Bivol and Beterbiev, there's not really no highlight rounds. If you think about the 24 rounds of their battle, what round that you'd be like, oh my God, the 5th round is legendary, the 7th round is legendary. It's like when we see great fights like Hearns and Hagler, we know that the 1st round was good. We could see Bud Crawford versus Earl the Truth Spence, that 9th round, y'all. Like we could. There's certain memorable highlights within that type of fight. Like, oh, right, I would love to see the trilogy, but I don't have to have the number 1 fight, and then after that, the number 2 fight, then after that, the number 3 fight. There is no trilogy in the history of the sport of boxing that is back to back to back. Like even Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier, right? That wasn't back to back to back. Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all. They go. Manny Pacquiao and Marquez wasn't back to back to back to back. Madison Serrano and Katie Taylor, shout out. Madison Serrano, Katie Taylor, they're going to be having the press conference tomorrow, Madison Square Garden. Their trilogy is not back to back to back. You understand what I'm trying to say? I would love to see a fight like that, but we could grow the sport better even with a David Benavidez and Beterbiev. We always trying to say like, yo, these fighters and boxing, I wish like it was back in the days, right? And when we mentioned back in the days, we mentioned the matches between Duran versus Leonard, Duran versus Hearns, Duran versus Hagler, Duran versus tú sabes, the Benavidez, Leonard. You mix the matches, Henner, Hearn, Hagler, Hearn, and stuff like that. They all fought each other. That's what made that era. So for the people that saying like this, oh no, I don't want to. David Benavidez don't got nothing to offer. Okay, what did Sugar Ray Leonard have? What did Sugar Ray Leonard had to offer Hagler after 3 years and moving up? What did Hearn offer? What did Hearn offer Hagler? What did Duran offer Hearn or Hagler? So I hate when people trying to say like, oh, but what does David Benavidez got? What does anybody got? Okay, what did Alexander Usyk had for Anthony Joshua? What did for example, let's give another fight. Another fight. What did Earl Spence have for Kell Brook? Oh, he was a mandatory, and then he gets the opportunity, and then you get the career. Future Hall of Fame career, yes. Earl Spence will be a Hall of Fame, yes. Maybe not first battle, second battle, but he's gonna be a Hall of Fame, right? Yeah. In the end of the day, right? You get the opportunity, and then you see what they do with that opportunity. David Benavidez has paid his dues in the 168-pound division to get an opportunity from Canelo Alvarez, in which the whole boxing world understanding that was the #1 primary fight in the sport of boxing. And Turkey Al-Sheikh, that was supposed to be the guy that's trying to bring boxing, everybody in boxing together, all the power players, the power players, promoters, and stuff like that, all together. At the end of the day, Turkey Al-Sheikh, aka Aladdin, aka it seems like he wants to control everybody, not truly work together. In the end of the day, Turkey Al-Sheikh be like, yeah, go to purse bid. As a matter of fact, I'm going to win the purse bid, and I want to showcase that fight. But no, it's not about the best fights. It's not about working together. It's about controlling. Turkey Al-Sheikh is in the business of controlling. And I think that the WBC exposed itself. But I believe that, you know what? Dimitry Bivol could be scared, could be fearful of the speed and the combination power and the youth and the growth and the enhancement of David Benavidez. See, probably he could see the Beterbiev punches because Dimitry Bivol is faster than him. Dimitry Bivol is quicker than him on his feet. But you can't say it about David Benavidez. And maybe that's what he's afraid. So for the people saying how he could be afraid, how he gonna be afraid of David Benavidez, but not afraid of Beterbiev, because he's a whole different type of fighter, whole different type of danger, whole different type of speed and power. And speed kills. And he got punch resistance. He don't slow down. He got effective aggression. He's an enigma. He's something that you can't just, yo, let me get a sparring partner to mimic David Benavidez. Who? Dimitry Bivol. If you don't fight David Benavidez, you were just as a coward as what Canelo Alvarez was to David Benavidez in the 168-pound division, when David Benavidez actually established himself and actually did what Canelo Alvarez wanted him to do. When he said, I want him to fight, let him fight more fighters. He fought Kane Plant. He fought Demis Andre. Canelo Alvarez should have fought David Benavidez. We got to hold those pound-for-pound fighters like Bivol and Canelo accountable.